Thank you, folks. Thanks, Sid. Well, about this time of year, April, May, I go absolutely loopy, and it's not for these people here, the extraterrestrials. It's about looking out in the night sky and seeing some most beautiful birds, these wonderful swifts. I absolutely adore them, but my family think I'm absolutely mad because I'm out there watching them in the early morning and in the evening too. They're one of the biggest of their kind, and unfortunately they're very much in decline in Cardiff at the moment, which is due to insecticides, us changing modernisation of our houses, and really it's really sad that these beautiful birds are not being seen as much as they used to. The humble swift flies about 21,000 kilometres a year and lives for about 21 years, and also climbs to the most incredible height of 21,000 feet. It eats, it drinks, it even mates on the wing. That's the slide that's up now. And it's just amazing to think that this bird does most of its life is in the sky, up there, doing most amazing aerial displays. It drinks, as I said, in the sky, but when it's breeding season, it's one of those times when you see it very rarely skimming the water of rivers and lakes. And, you know, that's just amazing to see. The aerial displays that they do are fabulous. And when I first moved to Cardiff 30 years ago, there were about 30 pairs up my road. Now there are very, very few. In fact, it's gone down to single numbers. And that's due to a lot of us. We're using insecticides, which is killing off their food. We're modernising our houses. And we're just killing off these fantastic birds. And that's swallows and martins too. There was another one in this country called the nightjar, but the numbers are so small now that they're not even recognised as breeding here. They mostly nest in roofs of houses and, go under the tiles and are breeding for about 50 to 60 days when they're here in the UK. The problem is that we really, really don't appreciate these birds as much as we should. And the beautiful picture that you're seeing now of the two swifts, they mate for lifetime, and they mate for lifetime, and it's just amazing to think that they live together. The minute they mate, after 2 years of adulthood, they fly about 400,000 miles in their lifetime, and that is awesome. So looking at the nest box in it, I want to ask you a question. If you've got a swift flock in front of you in your neighbourhood, would you be prepared to put one of these swift boxes up and help them? Yes. Fabulous. This picture is a picture of a real enthusiastic person in Ireland who's got 9. I'm not asking you to do that. I'm just asking you to do 1 or 2. That would be what would bring the numbers back up. And then we'd be able to see these beautiful birds in the evening, which are such a joy. You see them when they first arrive, swinging around the air, whooping for joy because they're back to their nesting ground. They're here such a short time. We really do need to make them welcome. And we need to get the numbers up to where they were 30 years ago. In fact, they've gone so low now that the last time they were this low was at the end of the Second World War. And you can understand why the numbers dropped so much then. So as I come to nearly the close of my 5 minutes, I'd ask you please to think about what you're doing in your gardens, how you're killing off your flies and your mosquitoes and everything like that, which is their main food. And hopefully we'll see lots of these in the twilight of the summer flying around Cardiff. There's a lovely poem that's written by Ruth Pitter, and I want to share with you this one verse. And high and high and high in the diamond light, soaring and crying in the sunshine, when the heaven is bare, when the pride of the life is in strong in their flight, and a rapture of love to lift them and carry them there, high, high in the diamond sky. Please, please have a look into the sky and see these beautiful birds. And thank you very much for hearing me.